Okay, let's do it on this one too. Okay, yeah, nice. Alrighty, look at us. I see us on one page. Let's check it out on the other while we wait for
Okay, well, let me check on my phone as well.
our lovely people. Yeah, I see them on both. So, um, so we have different people on both. So we'll check
What do you have it on?
on Globecom and on Alex. Now remember, we go on 10 minutes earlier than it actually um, has a slight delay, but you should see it. I'm seeing you on there.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm trying to share it on my page.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this thing off here now. Well, yeah, we'll give people time to come on and enjoy this lovely day.
All right, bet. All right, I just shared it. Let's hope it
Sweet,
works.
it will. And let me see.
Yeah, let me check my page and see if it's up there.
I love technology these days, how it works.
Word.
You could be anywhere in the globe and do all this stuff. It's amazing.
That's exactly
Amazing.
it. This is a lot of pressing of buttons. Okay, it's there. All right, looks good to me.
Alrighty. Let me see something. You could just chill there. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna see if I could put
I'm
the
putting it
link
down
up. Put the link.
on your page.
Yeah, there's a way to do it that I'm still trying to figure out.
Take your time.
You like that Texan accent? Come on, we're gonna play a game. We're gonna do some accent today.
You win. You win.
They're gonna
I
get
won
mad
a
at
game.
me.
That's it.
They're gonna get mad at me, think I'm making fun of them, but I'm not. I lived in Texas for 11 years. Okay,
Mm,
I'm gonna have you do the New York accent. We'll have a
awesome.
whole show about accent.
Oh boy.
So yeah, we'll just let people come on, join us on this lovely day. I'm here in beautiful sunny Los Angeles. It's a beautiful day today here.
Oh yeah.
Too, I see that beautiful backyard with the sun gleaming down on you. That
Mhm.
was nice. Looked like a halo.
Cool thing. Hey, I'm an angel. What do you expect?
Yeah. All the mothers out there are, I hope they're being treated right today.
Absolutely.
This show is dedicated to them.
Yeah, I made sure mine got her gift, so
Oh,
she's
good.
loving that. Hell yeah.
Good.
No matter how
And
far away I am, she gonna be taken care of.
oh, that's so sweet. That's how it should be. It really is how it should be. Um,
That's my
people
girl.
people need to appreciate their mothers. It's not
Oh
an easy
yeah.
job.
Yeah, the sacrifices is crazy.
Yeah, and it's we're gonna get into it shortly, but it's nobody was given a manual, like.
At all.
So let me just check to make sure. Feel free to shout out to whoever you want. Let them share. We want you guys to share our page. And we're gonna get into it a little bit. It's a very light, easy, organic, flowing Sunday afternoon. We don't usually do these on Sunday, so it's a little adjusting, but we don't want to disappoint our folks who are always looking forward to these lovely lovely messages that we bring to them. So here we are, kicking it from the East Coast to the West Coast to folks in Belize, UK, all over. Absolutely.
Nice. Okay, I gotta say Happy Mother's Day to some of the most amazing mothers I know. Stephanie Medina, Raquel Johnson, Leslie Brooks, Tiffany Isles, um, Sharon Marin. Um, that's my favorite writer. Yeah, she writes books. She's amazing. And all these other amazing mothers, including mine, because she's the best. She's the absolute most amazing individual I have ever met. She's a saint. I love her to death.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, we could never. I always say, Mother's Day shouldn't only be like most of the holidays. You don't take one day. It's not like you're a mother today and then tomorrow you're no longer a mother.
Exactly, it's
It's
an everyday
so
thing.
absolutely, and we need to remember that. So we're giving folks time to join.
Absolutely.
See, I navigate between the two pages,
Oh, okay.
um, so we want to make sure people don't feel neglected. Um, and soon we'll have a system set up where we could do it a little differently. But everything takes time, and we're going with the flow here.
Make it happen.
Yeah, definitely making it happen. You're seeing people joining yet? Are you seeing
It
people?
says 3 people watching. That's what I see.
Which one? Let's see. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just have them. What time is it, anyways? We're good. We're good.
I guess 7 after.
Okay. So we'll just give them some time to join. We'll just kick back here, let them see the lovely scene of who we are. Um, we're not boasting or anything. We're just confident people.
Confident, right? Right.
Bring some good vibes to you guys. It's not ego. It's not narcissism. So we got to clarify that. Okay. And it's interesting. Today's is Mother's Day, so again, there's probably people are traveling, people with their mother, people are everywhere. So that's why we're
True.
not we're not going to spend significant time. Like people are doing things, and the
Right.
time, and we're all over. But I wanted to choose this time and this day mainly just to acknowledge them, to
Yeah.
shout out, to say nice things about being a mother, to say how challenging it is, to talk about
Acknowledging
different.
their struggle. Yeah.
Absolutely. And what I would like us to invite them to do, I thought about this earlier, is on the stream, they're welcome to put a picture, of their mom, and acknowledging their mom, whether they're on this plane or they're passed on. I know many people have lost their mother, and that's a very difficult time, especially around Mother's
Right.
Day.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to acknowledge that for those people.
Yeah.
Shirley's watching. Look at that. Our number one fan, huh? Well, we got lots of number one fan, but Shirley's always watching. Hi, Shirley. Happy Mother's Day to you, wherever you are. Oh, listen to those birds. Love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful back here. That's why I love being out here. I've been out here since morning.
Really. Wow.
Yeah, I just been chilling, man.
I love it. I love it. The outdoors. There was a study was done. I don't know if I mentioned it in one of our shows about how important it is. And I know us growing up in Belize, We did this, run around
Mhm.
barefooted on the earth, on the ground. I was talking to a guy who works high up in tech, the techie field, and he was telling me of this actual thing that you could buy
Mhm.
to stand on. It looks like a black rug
Uh,
out of some kind of material, but you stand on it and you get the same benefits that you get when you stand
Stand on the
outside
grass. Oh,
on the
okay.
ground. And it's supposed to ground you because of the energy field in the earth,
Right.
and it helps different illnesses like lupus and arthritis and all of that stuff. And I'm thinking, we have it right outside. I'm not going to buy something when I have it in my
Exactly. I rather the real
backyard.
thing. Yeah. I've been
So
doing
it's
it a whole lot more. I don't. I'm very finicky. I don't like dirt, so I never used to walk without
barefooted.
having exactly. I don't do that.
Oh, you one
However,
of those. Okay, you one of those Belizeans who didn't
yeah.
get you didn't get
However,
too
lately
dirty.
I've been coming outside, especially since the weather been this nice. Every single day I come back here, I take my slippers off, and I just sit in this chair, and I put my foot on the grass, and mm, I feel the difference inside, like with my body, what that feels like. I'm not as tired as I used to be.
I'm
I don't
telling
feel
you.
as much, and it's like wow, that's crazy. So I was like, as you can see, I wear long sleeve even when it's when it's hot, but the sun is really crazy on my skin. But today, actually, I was laying out there on that, on the picnic table, just basking in the sun. That felt amazing.
I'm telling you, we're
It was
so far
amazing
removed. We're
connecting
so far removed from it. But when you
with
connect, you feel an immediate
that
difference. We talk
difference.
about
Yeah,
yeah, we talk about raising your vibrations and how it also
absolutely.
help with so much inner anxiety and turmoil that we struggle with.
That's the truth, because that's a whole other type of peace. It gets overwhelmingly. It's like a whole lot of air. Too much air starts going into you along all at the same time. That's how overwhelming it feels.
Yes, yes,
But it's peaceful, so
absolutely.
you know.
So we want to get rolling here, guys. Just Alex DePaz with Globecom. We bring these weekly, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, depending on how we feel, what we're working on. We bring a series of podcasts with different titles, different topics, different categories. We have a team of experienced people um, on all levels, from holistic health to spirituality to psychology to social work to mental illness. We are very broad and we are global, and we are so proud of the work that we've done over the years and we will continue to do. um, we ask that you ask us for any topic and we will bring it. Some of you have been a little shy, which means we will just keep throwing them out at you. And it does not have to always be about mental health, although mental health is, the specialty, and holistic health, but they go hand in hand. And so this month, I just have to acknowledge that it is Mental Health Awareness Month. I forgot my little green ribbon, but I'm wearing my green vest. I left my green ribbon at the office. That's the ribbon for mental health. And want to acknowledge that there are lots of people amongst us in our family, our close friends, or close relatives who struggle with mental health issues on many levels. And there's this stigma about seeing a therapist, about getting help. And so we want to break those stigmas and talk about these topics that are usually so uncomfortable, because we like going where people get uncomfortable. That's why we stand out from a lot of other agencies, is because we bring our expertise and we bring the real stuff, the real talk, and we put it out by the resources. So we will continue to do that for you. Um, Joining me from the East Coast is my colleague.
Sean the
Introduce
Shepherd.
yourself to them.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies. Happy Mother's Day to you mothers out there. Hope you guys have been having an amazing day and being treated like the royalty that you are. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this show adds a little happiness to your life and your day. Enjoy.
Yes, yes. So as I was saying earlier, our shows are usually, well, it's on the spectrum. Sometimes we have heavy things that we talk about, from domestic violence to sex offenders to narcissistic personality disorder to a lot of things, heavy, heavy things.
Mm.
Um, and so we want to kind of have a little bit of a balance where we bring in some heavy topics, we lighten it up a little, contain it, invite you to be comfortable as our community and to be able to engage with us in a safe environment. This is a safe place where we bring a lot of the same philosophies that we carry on in the real world, which is about confidentiality, about a safe space, allow you to have your voice, because that's what's missing in a lot of areas. And we're very respectful of your comments, and we do our best to try to answer your questions. If we, for some reason, run out of time or didn't get to your questions, we always come back or we add it to the feed somewhere. So again, shout out Shirley. Thanks for watching. Please share. We're still working on getting the link figured out with StreamYard. Still working on that to where we could really broadcast to a lot more people. So that will be coming shortly. We're working on that. But for now, we do ask that you share with your friends and family and have them share, and hope that the work that we continue to do will be something of great resource in your life that can help you um, live a life that's fulfilling. And we know how expensive therapy is, so we try to provide these resources for you here, free of charge, with some lovely guests that we'll have on topics and all of the good stuff. Okay. Hi, Bernadette. Happy
Um,
Mother's Day.
I gotta give one of my favorite people is on here watching, and that's
Okay.
Milani.
Who
That's
is
my
that?
sis, Milani.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, that's my sis. Happy Mother's Day, sis. She's one of the most amazing mothers I've ever met.
Oh,
She's
that's
amazing
awesome.
with her kids. All of her kids are very respectful, respectable people as well. Just she did her thing. She had that mother friend dynamic with her kids, but friend, but they still respected her. So when she
Right.
spoke, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
One of those people I admire. So I hope you have an amazing day, Mel. I love you, sis. I miss you too. Happy
That is
Mother's
great.
Day.
That is great. Happy Mother's Day, Mel. You know, that's great because a lot of mothers tend to, they want to be their kids' friends, but they forget those boundaries. So it sounds like your sister is able to maintain that
Find that
friendship
balance.
with
Right.
her children, but have the boundaries set that are firm and still get that respect. That's awesome. Happy Mother's Day to
Absolutely.
you. I also want to take this time to shout out to my four beautiful sisters. Bernadette, she's on here. She's in the UK. She's an awesome mother and grandmother. I have
Mm.
Lourdes, who's in Benque Viejo del Carmen. Awesome mother, too. My sister Sandra, who is in San Ignacio. And of course, my sister, who's no longer with us, but she still in my heart was one of the most amazing mothers, and to her two girls who are mothers also. And my family is large. I could be on here, I could take up the whole show. So I'm not going to hog it up, but I love my family so much. Happy Mother's Day to you. I have the best sisters. I have the best mother, grandmother, great grandmother. I love you guys. So I want to acknowledge you. It's not an easy job, and you've all done a phenomenal job being a parent. Like I was saying, we don't get a manual, you learn as you go, but you do the best to guide your children. And everybody have their own style of parenting, and you know it's unique to them. So happy Mother's Day, and we celebrate you not just today but every day. Okay, just want to say that.
Absolutely.
Nicole is watching. Shirley, happy Mother's Day to you guys. You guys will hear us say that over and over and over today. But remember that it's not just today. A mother, the moment you start being a mother, you never stop being a mother. People think that sometimes, oh, their kids become 18 and they're gone. No, motherhood never ends. It never ends. And it's, to me, being a parent, being a mother, it has been my most amazing accomplishment in life, beyond any degree, beyond any relationship, beyond anything. What you have with your child is amazing, amazing. And you don't experience that until you do. And for those of the women in the world who choose not to be, they're still a mother in some way or another. You're a mother to your little puppy, you know, you know, you know what I mean? You got pets, you got nieces and nephews.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to exclude them from that because I'm all about inclusiveness. Okay. And so we
Absolutely.
want to acknowledge you, little mothers out there who have your own unique way of being. Okay. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. So, I want to just have a conversation briefly about like, what does it mean, the word mother? What does it mean when we hear that word, mother, mom? My daughter calls me mama. I love that. I've been called mama. Although she introduced me to a couple of her teenage friends this weekend, and she's like, this is my mom. That was the first time I heard her call me mom. Usually she calls Zoe mom or mommy, and I'm mama. So it was very interesting. I was like, okay, I'm mom today. That feels good too. But what does it really mean when we hear the word mother? So let's
Comfort,
just have a
love,
brief
and
little
care.
discussion about it.
That's comfort, love, and care on the deepest level, because that's what mothers do. Um, and I'm speaking from like my own experience, what I've seen. It's it's I can't even find the words to be able to describe what my mom is, because she's so much. She's every single thing, man. My life is the evidence of her prayers. You know what I'm saying? My brother's life too. Like, she's there for everything. Anything we want to speak about, as uncomfortable as it may be, she's there. And no judgment, nothing changes. Same love, sometimes more love, but that's what mothers are. Your creator, your protector, your first love. And they give that through the way that they care for you. They're just the most amazing beings that were created. That's it. It's just unbelievable, the sacrifices and the things that they do. It's just mind blowing. Like, another you do all that for entire other human being or beings. And it's just wow. A lot of times, most times, putting themselves after everything. So that's what mother means to me.
Yeah, that's so beautifully said, and I agree with you 100%. And it's what's interesting is that mothers are always, yes, the nurturer and the caretaker of not only their children but also their spouse, their partner, whoever they're with. And a
Right.
lot of times what we need to acknowledge about motherhood is that, like you said, they put themselves last. Mothers who come from poverty will starve
Find
themselves
a way.
to feed their kids. They will do whatever it takes. And that unconditional love, like you said, there are no words to describe the true meaning of who a mother is. From the moment you're being conceived to the 9 months that they carry you and the rest of your life, the sacrifices that they make and the length of that they will go for you, for their child, is
That part,
unbelievable.
even after moving out, because me nor neither of my brothers live at home, but my mother is still or mother. We just have to say, Mom, I want. You know what I'm saying? And it happens. She's just like still there. So now that we're older, we just make sure that we do the same plus tax, because she just deserves that much more.
Absolutely. And it's I think so. Another thing to remember about mothers is that they're always giving, giving, giving. And a lot of times when you look at throughout history, a lot of times moms don't get recognized for the true meaning of who they are. They give, they give, they give, they do, and they become depleted. And
Mhm.
so that is where I wanted to bring in, they give selfless love. But I want to bring in about self-care for the mother, for the mothers who are hearing me out there, and you're drained, you're beaten to a pulp, you've given your all, and only you know what you're going through, and still get up every day after you're broken down from whatever issues you're dealing with. You still get out of bed and you carry on because you know that being a mother is the most difficult job in the world, but it's also the most rewarding. And so we always need to remember that it carries so much. It Being a mother is not easy. You get judged a lot of times. You get judged by other mothers, right? You get judged about how you're rearing your children, how you're raising them, what and of course we're going to do a whole show on parenting because there's different style of parenting. But right now we want to acknowledge the mothers out there and the work that they do. I especially want to speak out to some of the mothers who have dealt with their children who struggle with addiction and drug use and alcohol, and how they never give up. They don't give up even when everybody else is telling them to give up. And those mothers, I commend them. I tip my hat off to them because it's not an easy job. And no one knows what they're experiencing unless it is their child. And so we have to remember that these mothers every day, they sometimes they want to give up, but they cannot. This is their child. And so it's really important to acknowledge those moms out there who have broken relationship with their children for one reason or another, and are in distress and despair because of this. And I hope that they can look within and know that the blame doesn't stand there, because a lot of times you blame yourself, but we make choices in life, like we've talked about. We make choices. And so it's important. I mean, it's not always that the blame isn't there, because there are some circumstances where we make mistakes, right? But it's important. Life is so short, like we were talking about, and we're fortunate that we've had a good relationship with our parents, with our mothers. You and I are fortunate. Not everyone out here today, Mother's Day means something different to some of those people.
Right.
And we might be speaking to them right now. They might be watching the show, or they might watch the show later on, and it means something very different. And so from their perspective, I want to just say that it takes effort, and we have to remember to strip ourselves sometimes of our ego and of our pride to get to that place that's just simply human, because we only live one life, and within a second we could lose people who are dear to us. So do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, one of for not but well, mainly for them, but also for just um kids towards parents. Period. Um, you're one of the things that we need to bear in mind, and what helps, well, at least what helped me within for forgiveness. Um, it's like they did the best with what they knew at that time. A lot of us, know that you're adults, you realize we are just big kids trying to make grown up decisions. Because yes, we're grown, our age, we're older, but what? So imagine your parents at 23 or 25, and having kids and starting a family and having to get all this together mentally, where they were mentally, emotionally, and all. It's those things that we need to take into consideration, not making an excuse, just saying we sometimes expect perfection out of our parents. And just like us, well, no one else, we're not perfect, but they did the best they could with what they knew at that time. So maybe that helps in some way to get a
Yes.
conversation started or something, because a lot of times we're on the outside looking, um we're looking in but not seeing the entire room. If you have a conversation, maybe you could find out why it was done the way it was, and you could get able to release some of the resentment or whatever animosity or whatever it is that may be hindering the relationship.
That is well said, and I'm glad that you share that because that is the case for many, many people. There are teenage mothers who aren't even, their prefrontal cortex is not fully developed when it comes to making good decisions and judgment, but they became teenage mothers. And so their relationship with their child, sometimes those are the ones that are usually conflicted. And so I like what you said because it's true. They have to really step back now that they're adults and try to imagine what it must have been like. But opening that door to have that conversation is the first step to healing. And I'm really wanting to talk to those people who are in that situation because I have seen in my practice a lot of people who have broken relationship for one reason of or the other, and they cannot move beyond the resentment or the forgiveness. So
Hmm.
they are carrying this, and we're talking about multi-generational ingrained behaviors that have passed down, right? So it's from grandmother, great grandmother, great great grandmother, and the pattern has not been broken. So somewhere it would be nice to see the healing start. But what you said, I believe, is true because it gives them clarity. It helps them to be able to say, oh, wow, that's a different perspective. I'm seeing it through a different lens. So
Hmm.
now I won't be so judgmental. I won't be so cynical. I won't be blaming them for how my life is screwed up because of them, because I could have made different choices.
Right.
So it's about accountability as well from the now grown up to the parent. So it's really important to acknowledge that for those of you who are hearing this. Let's do some shout out right now. People you want to shout out to? All right, we got Elizabeth. Cynthia is watching. Thanks for watching. Wherever you are, please share our shows. Nicole is watching. Melanie, your sister. Happy Mother's Day to you guys. Bernadette is watching. Janine Blanco. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for
Hey,
watching.
what's up, Janine?
Yeah. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna switch over to the other. You could keep talking or conversing with them. We want people to feel free to share a picture if you want, or shout out to your mom, or if you want us to shout out to them, please let us know and we will do it. We want to acknowledge. So don't be shy and participate. I'm gonna switch over while if there's any other thoughts that come to mind, let me know.
You put me on the spot, now I'm stuck. I can't think.
No, you're never on the spot. You've gotten good at this. I think I've brought you here to where you've been doing really really good. So I'm not going to take that as an excuse. Mm-mm. No,
It's the
no.
truth.
Okay, so okay. So we'll switch him back right here. So yes. Let's see. Let's see.
Well, I want to say thanks to Bernadette about her comment. Thank you. See, that's a start.
So I missed the comment. What was it?
No, she said great insight.
Oh, okay. Lovely. Yes. So yeah, like I said, today our show is mellow. We probably won't have a lot of people joining us because it's Mother's Day, but we're here to still do what we do best and bring these topics to
That's
you.
right.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about mother and motherhood and what it meant. Um, did we talk about some of the challenges that mothers go through,
No
or
kidding.
some of the stuff that we put them through as teenagers when we're going through that
Bruh.
that's a whole other show, I'm telling you.
Yo, that was real.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
hear
that
it.
was my mom. That's what, yo, man. I'm telling you, my mom. She, I didn't give trouble, but I am an adventurous person. I'm the,
Spill the beans, spill the beans.
well, I'm the Shonda, well, you might get hurt. And then I'd be like, well, I just might not. Let's find out. You know what I'm saying? I'm that
Right.
kid. So I'm the kid that she spent the most time in the hospital with. Um,
Oh wow.
exactly. I got my ear cut open, my heel cut off. I fell out of a truck. Yo, I was in a coma. Yeah, I
Oh
gave
my
her a lot
gosh.
to exactly.
Right.
Oh, that's horrible.
That
But
is
that's
so
also
funny.
funny.
I, I'm sure she's grateful
Yeah.
for you to be sharing this stuff to know
She's
what you
yeah,
put her through.
she's been yeah, I am that kid. I mean, look what I do for a living. I build high rise,
Hmm.
high buildings, you know what I'm saying? So
It's in your
it's
blood.
just exactly. But that's how amazing she is. I brought that woman my I've seen my mom cry all of twice in my life when I got my heel cut off and she was just crying from the where I was crying. You know what I'm saying? And then when her father died. But just those two times. But that's how like that mother's love, man. But that's how amazing she is because as much as I've brought her to that type of emotion and she hurt and she worry and what's not, there is not one day that she has ever stopped me from being my authentic me. She just asked me to be careful, of course. And
Right.
I listen for the most part, of course.
For the most part.
You know what
For
I'm
the most
saying?
part.
For the most part, I gotta be honest. Yeah. I mean, I like a little adrenaline. What can I say?
Right.
So, but that's just like the that's just part of the struggles. You don't even consider the weight of the work that they do. And I'm not just saying the work that they go to that they get paid for. It's the
Right.
getting up before God in the morning to make sure breakfast is prepared and the uniforms are ironed, the laundry is done, breakfast is prepared, each kid takes a shower, brush their teeth, get ready, go to school,
Right.
everything that they need, get there safely, talk to teachers, and the list just goes on because that's just the school day. You don't talk about when they get home, and the same
Right.
process repeats. It's like, when do they rest? I saw
Right.
this one time where my mom did all that and she was going to school at night, and I could remember this clearly. She was doing she had exams coming up, and she woke up, I guess 4 or 5 every day, got us ready, and she was a teacher as well. So we all went to school. She came home, made sure we were taken care of. She went to school, came home, studied. By the time she got done studying, it was time to be up to do all that same process again. But she did her thing, man, and I've never heard her complain ever, ever. Wow, ever.
That's
That's
great.
just yeah, the
The
magnitude of
resilience, the
that. Yeah,
resilience of mothers is unbelievable, and so we have to acknowledge how strongly, I call them, I love the movie that came out called Woman Kings, but that's how I see mothers, as woman kings. They're so amazing beyond words. We have some comments here.
yeah.
Thanks for watching, Sonia. You want to read that comment from Bernadette Shandi?
If I could see it.
Okay, I'll read it.
Growing up in Belize, my grandma took care of us whilst her mother was working in America. We were surrounded by aunties, big sisters, our neighbors. Our neighbors looked out for us, so I want to thank them all. Many are no longer with us, but they left their impressions in my life with their motherly care and love. Thanks, tias and sisters. That's from
Oh,
Bernadette. Oh, that
oh,
was beautiful. That was sweet. Oh,
that's
amazing.
really nice. That's like the village raising a child. It's like a
Absolutely.
community. It's like, and that's what's missing from our society today. That's key right there. That's the essence of it. And it's so true. That's my sister, actually. She's
Oh,
talking about
wow. Okay.
my yeah, that's my sister who lives in England.
Oh,
And we had
okay.
aunties around from the villages, cousins that we grew up with that were very close. We look forward to going to Tea Kettle Village and spending time with my cousins. I could remember the smell of like Johnny cake and fried beans and We go run into the pastures and go swim and be chased by these big bulls. And it was just talk about adventure, you know.
Yes.
After that, I had nightmares about bulls chasing me for years up the
Oh wow.
stairs. So I was like, wow. But the adventures were
Sounds like
amazing.
fun to
And
me.
yes, and it's what my aunt Sonia, my aunt Pauline in Belize City, it's like it's what families are about, like sisters, My mom worked hard for all of us. She had nine kids,
Mhm.
and she worked hard. My grandmother, my great grandmother, we were raised by this. They're my hero. They are my hero. And like you said, I am who I am today because of them. And I credit it so much to them. I have a lot, I have a great bond with my sisters. My family's very close and it's like unbreakable. But
That's
it's
amazing.
real important to have that type of family dynamic. And for those people who don't have it, you can get it. It takes effort, it takes work, but then again, like we were talking about multi-generational stuff. And
Hmm.
so you can only do what you can do. A lot of times I think those families that are broken, it's because sometimes one member is too proud or they're waiting for the other person to make the first move and nobody moves,
Hmm.
right? It's
Yeah.
like a truth. I'm waiting for you to move, you step up. You have to lower your expectation, drop your
Expectations. Yeah.
ego, be humble, and really step back. But it doesn't happen overnight for some people. So but what you said earlier was really interesting, and I hope that they hear us when they see this and they could work towards that. I'm so grateful for my mother and all that she did for us. She's no longer with us, but spiritually, she's with me all the time. I feel her presence, and I believe in that. And I know that she's very proud of the work that I've done, how far I've come. I'll never forget when I got my BA. Oh my gosh, my mom was so funny. I studied in Seattle, and I was up there in my gown and my hat, and I was getting my diploma, and I could see my mom. She loves photographs, so that's something that's in our family where my sisters have taken it on, and my nieces, we call them paparazzis. They're always taking you. That's why they have so many pictures of me that I'm doing silly things and don't even know, and they blackmail me with it later, right? But but it's real interesting because my mom was so proud. She was up and down the aisle, just like snapping pictures, and I'm up there, and I'm like, "Oh my God, that's my mom! That's my mom!" It's really funny, but we have to acknowledge and hold on to the memories from our parents, from our mom. So, um, Sonia Foreman is watching. Hi, Sonia. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to share your comments, like Bernadette did, or anyone, about your relationship with your mom, what you'd like to see, or just a simple memory or a picture. That's why we're here to acknowledge that and to commend all the mothers out there. Again, Mother's Day is not just today, it's every day. So, keep telling your mom how much you love her. Make sure you spend time with her, spoil her because she's given her entire life to you and she's still doing it. So don't take her for granted ever. Don't ever take your mother for granted. So
That's a fact.
yeah. I'm trying to think of any other thoughts along the line of mother. We talked briefly about some challenges. We talked about what they mean to us, nurture. We talked about how a lot of times they are neglected because they give, and are depleted from their giving. Sometimes I think for mothers, just simply acknowledging what they've done probably means the world. They're not even asking for a
Absolutely.
lot. How
That's
mothers are,
true.
but simply just saying, Mom, I appreciate you, that probably means a lot. Mom, thank you. Just a simple thank you.
Mhm.
Because kids also can be like spoiled where you just get used to, hey mom, make me, feed me, serve me, whatever. Kids
Got
do
you.
get like that. They
Hmm.
become a little selfish. So just remember to stop and say thank you to your mom. It means the world, those two words. And don't
Hmm.
forget to tell them how much you love them and appreciate them.
Always. Oh, you don't even understand how much that means. Or just hearing from you. Period. I remember when I first moved over here in 2011. Um, I'm a rather distant person, as in I'm not that friend or person that would text every day. But if you need me and you hit me up, I'm there. But I don't like being on the phone too much, you know?
See,
So
see, that's why you're different Aquarius than the ones I know. Okay, go on.
so um so that meant that some like I didn't text my mom every day. So it got to a point where she just hit me up and she was like, "Listen, I need to hear from you every day, even if it's just to say good morning. But you make sure that every day I get a text from you." And ever since that day, like what, 13 years ago, I make sure that I do that. And sometimes it's just to say I love you. And the way I tell her I love you, she's like, I gal, like,
Hmm.
I love you too, that type of stuff. It's just like, you say that these random times and it's like just what they needed in that moment. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm happy that you
Yeah,
just said that to me, so you never know, man. Like, just show them as much as you can, because like I'm looking at pictures. My grandmother's picture just popped up because my aunt posted it, and I had this heavy, like, my heart hurt but sweet pain type of hurt, because yo, that's my grandma. But yo, my grandma's getting older, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
mhm.
yo, for real, make the most of it and be intentional about it. Don't let anything happen. I mean, don't even wait for something to have to happen. Just let them know they deserve that much, man. They deserve the recognition and everything else that comes with it.
That is
Definitely.
so true. That is so true. And I think too, a lot of times people tend to, as your parents start aging and getting older, they're dealing with ageism. They're dealing with a lot of stuff, depression. There's statistic that shows as your parents get older, how much more they become depressed about just the process, the natural process. And so I think it's really important to acknowledge them and not take them for granted,
Absolutely.
because sometimes people wait until they're sick to be there. Don't
Mm-hmm.
don't do that. Be there now. I used to tell my mom every day. Every day I talked to her, I told her I loved her. She told me she loved me back. Called her from
Absolutely.
Belize.
Same
Call her from
thing.
here. I look forward to calling her every day. I talk to her every day, but just saying I love you at the end of the phone call and hearing
Mhm.
that back was our thing. And I still
Absolutely.
talk to her now. She's no longer with me, but I still talk to her. She's not here physically,
Absolutely.
and it's important to acknowledge that, because I'm telling you something. I'm going to share this with you. Before I lost my mom, I didn't even I was like, I can't imagine the day that I lose my mom, what it would be like, but then I would not even go there because I didn't want to dwell on it. But when it happened to me, I knew then other people would experience it. And I was like, oh, this is what it feels like. And you don't know until you go through it. So
Mhm.
don't wait until they're sick and older or something happens to them unexpectedly. Make sure that your duty as a good child is to let them know how much you love them, appreciate them for everything, and remember to do it all the time. I like that you did that once your mom said what she needed from you. That's really awesome. And you carried it on and you make sure that you do it, because they tend to be worriers. Parents
Yeah.
are worriers, mothers especially. They'll worry until you get home. They'll worry about things they shouldn't even worry about, but that's part of
Yes.
their role as a mother. So, really important to acknowledge them. Thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to share your thoughts, please. We keep saying that. And we will do some more exclusive, deeper shows on parenting, which goes beyond just mother. Today, we just wanted to do a light show and acknowledge mothers, let you all know how much you're loved, how much you're cared for, how much you're appreciated, how cool you are, even the ones who dance and act goofy with you, that who we want you to know the real importance and significance of your role in our lives. And so sometimes your children might not come right out and say, I appreciate you. So they might show it through different love languages as well. But I think sometimes hearing it followed by action is the most powerful. So you say, I love you, but you bring them their favorite meal just out of the blue. You tell them you
Mm-hmm.
love them and you write a poem for them. You do something unexpected, you know? That's what you need to continue doing because they're going to be there for you no matter what. That's what moms are.
Oh yeah.
Lourdes said, just got home from lunch. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, happy Mother's Day to you as well. I hope you had a good lunch and you enjoyed every bit of it. That's my sister,
Oh, happy birthday.
another
I mean, happy
sister.
birthday. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Oh, well, Shirley said, mothers do worry. They just want to know you are okay. That is true, Shirley. And sometimes the kids are a little selfish and forget they're just having so much fun. They don't, mom, she just worries. But it's nice. You're right. They just want to know that you are okay. So remember, say, hey, mom, I'm okay. Mom, I'm safe, you know? Yes,
Definitely.
that is so true. So, yeah, yes, it was good. Glad you enjoyed it. So you can catch up on the part of the show you missed earlier. We were talking about you. Okay. Anything else that comes to mind? For those of you who just joined, Lily, we're just making it very light today, just acknowledging mothers. I said people could show pictures if they like. I know you're one of the paparazzis in our family, always taking pictures and stuff. So feel free to share if you like. And just want to shout out to all the mothers out there. We did not want to go too overboard with this. We just wanted to acknowledge. Shawnee got to say some really nice things about her mother and about her sister and relationship with them and what it means. And I think it's really important that we share that and you guys get to see a glimpse of what it's like. We also talk about briefly. I'm just giving you a quick update. We also talk about people perhaps have some conflict with their mothers and maybe give little tips here and there of how they could probably work through those. I don't know how to add photos on here. Oh, uh, let me see. Yeah, you do it just like you do it. Oh, maybe not. Okay, sorry. I guess you can't. You could send them to me. We'll do a whole other show. Um, when we talk about self-love and we will include our mothers in part of that, so then we could share those photos and short videos, so you feel free to send them to me or to Shandi and we'll figure a way to put them on the StreamYard live when we do it the next time. Okay. My bad, I thought we could share there. I thought we could, but perhaps we can't. Still learning as we go. Anyways, any last comment? We're getting ready to wrap up, and we just want to again say Happy Mother's Day to the beautiful mothers out there. Many people became a mother today. I'm sure, new
Mhm.
mothers for the first time, celebrating, being a mother. That's a joy too. That's a joy. I've been a mother for 17 years now,
Oh, wow.
so it's a long time. My little girl is 17. I felt like she was just born yesterday. I was holding her and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm a mom." I woke up the next day after
Hmm.
she came home from the hospital the first day and I was like, "Okay, I wanted this. I'm excited about this." And I woke up and my hair was out to here. My face was swollen because I didn't sleep
Oh,
all
wow.
night. And I was like, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, "This is great. I love this. This is how it feels." And ever since then, it's felt beautiful.
Nice. Very
So
nice.
yeah, that's the most beautiful part about being a parent. What did Birdie? Oh, okay, all right, okay, you guys. Well, we made it short and sweet. So for those of you who are about to go to dinner with your mom, depend on what part of the world you are. If it's nighttime, I know in the UK it's almost night. Um, if you're going to dinner, if you're going to lunch, whatever, enjoy, make the most of it. Be sure to share your photos on Facebook. I had lunch with my little girl, and I'm going to share some of those pictures later on too. We had a great time. So, any last comments here?
Well, happy Mother's Day. Smile a lot, laugh even more, enjoy. Thanks for
She
stopping by.
Lourdes said, I will listen later as I missed it. Laugh out loud. Okay, yes, no worries. A lot of people missed it, and we knew that that was a possibility because it is Mother's Day. But you guys, we did some heavy, and we wanted to just do something light, have kind of a conversation, talk about our mothers and our sisters and people in our family, and that's exactly what we did. So it was exactly as we had planned it: mellow, lightweight, and delicious. So have a good rest of the day wherever you are, and we will continue next week, and the following week we'll be working on self-care, and we will have more of a program, little structure, talk about self-care, give you some tips, some do's and don'ts, and you can share your experience about. Oh, we got a rose. We got a rose from Blurred. Keep taking care of yourself and stay strong. I had a strong, glamorous, and loving mother. Yes, you did. You sure did. Lovely. Okay, we will keep bringing these shows to you guys. Thanks for watching from the West Coast to the East Coast and all of you
Yes.
globally. This is Alex DePaz signing off with Globecom. Have a splendid, beautiful day and make it count. Wherever you are, make it count. Stay well, and we'll talk soon. See you next week.
Peace.